Thank you, Kanan. Our next program is the panel discussion on practice management. For that, I'd request the panel on stage. First of all, I'd like to call Mr. Navin Tewari, Head Sales and Marketing, Birla AMC. Next on the panel, I'd like to call Mr. T. Anil Patra, IFA from Behrampur. Can we have a round of applause, please? I'd like to call Mr. Ashish Somaiya, Retail Sales Head, ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. And I'd also like to call Mr. Sumit Vaid from Freedom Financial Planners. I'll thank all the panelists to be present on the stage and be a part of the panel. I'll first request Mr. Navin Tewari to give the first, start the presentation with the first topic, understanding practice management's strengths and weaknesses. Mr. Navin Tewari.
Thank you very much for inviting us here. A very warm welcome to all of you and welcome to the 4th MFRT conference. I think this is for the third time I'm here in the MFRT conference. I'm feeling very lucky. And big congratulations to the MFRT for having so many people here in Bhubaneswar. And somebody was telling me, I think it's just commendable. I think it was Prem was telling me that it's just commendable to see so many people who are coming here to attend MFRT conference here in Bhubaneswar where the connectivity is not so great. So, warm welcome and congratulations to all of you for coming here. I think it's a great forum. And every year I look forward to come here. I will just pick two things and that just struck me when I was listening to Kanak. And when he was saying, why? I think that remains a big question. And in whatever topic we are going to cover our discussions and interactions, I think that why will remain a big question. That why we are sitting here, why we are into this trade and into this industry, and why we exist and why we grow. And that will remain a very big thing. When we say why, the second thing which struck me is that the logo which is there of MFRT, informed investors and responsible advisors. I think these two things are really key. And for me, the first thing which comes is that responsible advisor and informed investors. Because that's the starting point. Till the time we are not going to have a very responsible advisors, I think it's very difficult to have very informed investors. And we'll see that why I'm saying that. What is our approach today? And sometimes it may look like that, I'm being a bit self-critic for the industry, for ourselves. But that's the way it is, because till the time we are not going to. So when my daughter comes back from her school and she just shows her report card and she has got 46 marks in English or in mathematics, what do you think that my wife says? Why she says that very good? But at the same time, first thing she analyzes that where we have lost 4 marks. Because that's the only way to grow, that's the only way to improve. Otherwise, we are not going to improve. So whatever we have got in this industry, first we need to understand that why this is happening. And to understand why our existence is here, and why responsible advisors and informed investors will remain the key, just try to look back. That where are we today? After 25-30 years of the mutual fund industry in which we have seen, the total size of this mutual fund industry is approximately 7 lakh crore. More than 50% of that money comes from the institutional investors. Around 65 lakh crore is there into bank deposits. And if I see the contribution from the retail investors of which we are dealing with, what is the contribution? I think it's not more than 60,000 crores. So you are talking about 65 lakh crores versus 60,000 crores. After 25 years, in equities we have approximately 2 lakh crore. But how many investors are happy investors? Which way we go and sell, and how many people buy it willingly? So if we are at that stage after 25 years, then what is the missing link? And how can we reach there will remain the key. And that is the point I want to leave with you. Because that will remain very key, whether we understand it today, 6 months down the line, 3 years down the line. Whether we understand it on our own or with some pressure from the regulator. But that has to be understood and that has to be resolved before we grow exponentially. So what is the first thing which comes to your mind when we talk about practice? What is the first thing comes to your mind? Who does the practice? Who is the practitioner? What kind of professions comes to your mind? Chartered accountants, lawyer, doctor, and so many of them. And all of them you can categorize in what? They are professionals. They are professionals. They have got a way to do their practice. They have got a process to do their practice. And if we want to go into practice, or if I can dare to preach practice management, then first we have to think in our mind, and I can't preach you, that what is practice management. So just start thinking about that what we do day to day. Our customers. And he is thinking about all these things. So he has got his own challenges, problems, needs of his life. And this is what happens on the other side. Is it any different or very different for majority of us across India? Very different? I don't think it's very different. So most of the time, for most of the people across India at large, it's production. And you go, and so I think if I go and equate that with a medical profession which you said, that before I show or I tell that what is the problem I have got a bunch of medicines on the table, go and have it. Before I can go and give my form 16 to my chartered accountant, I got something ready that just go and file it. It cannot happen that way. So we are like chemists today, who keep on distributing, or we sell what we want to sell, or I want to promote, or we sell that what people ask. And more often than not that happens. Force-fed, one medicine for all. Whatever happens, take a crocin, have it, you will be fine by tomorrow morning. So what we need to be a doctor, diagnose financial health. I don't know how many times and how many of us do it, because at the same time we have an urgency to close the sale. At the same time we want to have some revenue. And that's why most of the times we fail to diagnose financial health.